Hi there, it's Mark here again, and welcome to the swelteringly hot West Midlands in the UK. Because I don't know if you know, but right at the moment now we're going through a bit of a mini heat wave, and I've got to tell you, it's hot, hot, hot. So as you can see, I'm outside trying to get a bit of fresh air. Excuse all the road noise and so on in the background. We'll do our best, and I just thought I'd put a little video together just to let you know what's been going on even through this heat wave. I've been a bit slow recently putting out the videos, but there's always something RC related going on in the background, even though I've got a medical condition that means that I can't really do too much in this heat. But anyway, like I said, there's stuff going on, and the number one thing, if you've not been under an RC rock, is the upcoming Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge 2026, and I have been out and done a bit of testing with my trusty Subaru Brat. Now this thing, as you know, is pretty much as it comes out of the box, and all I've done is put ball bearings in it, and I've got, as you can't see now, but there is an 18 turn Absola motor in there, and I've got to tell you, on the test that I've done, this is a lot faster than you might think. But the problem with running a vintage Tamiya at basically twice the speed it was ever designed to go at brings its own problems, I can tell you, and all I'll say is there are a few more scrapes and scratches and grazes on this lovely Brat body than there were before. Now, I'm not going to give the speeds away, you have to wait till the 1st of July for that, but one of the reasons that I think this car has performed so well is because, luckily for me, I was contacted by Hobby King, and they offered to sponsor my speedrun challenge this year by sending a couple of their most powerful 2S batteries. So they've sent me this rapid 8,000 milliamp hour 140C LiPo battery, and as I said, I'm sure that's got a lot to do with the speed I'm getting out of this. Now you might think that this is a bit of overkill for basically a 540 brushed silver can, but it's worth remembering that really you want your battery to be the strongest link in your powertrain. So basically you want your battery to be the strongest link, then the ESC, and your motor to be the weakest link. And by that, what I mean is that the motor should be capable of drawing less power than your ESC can deliver, and the ESC should be capable of drawing less power than your battery can deliver. And with it set up like that, you've got far less chance of suffering from the magic white RC smoke. And that's because you're making sure your battery's under no stress, it's got no chance of overheating, and there'll be no chance of a power sag. Anyway, so thanks again to Hobby King for sending this. I'll put a link to these in the description. Oh, and I did mention that I was sent two, but the other one seems to have gone missing out of my RC bag. I wonder where that could have gone. So the next thing I want to talk about is to do with my beautiful Tamiya Porsche 911 RSR, or more specifically to do with the body. And that's because I've been sent a really interesting and innovative, I'll get it, an innovative new product from a company called RC Bodyguard. rcbodyguard.co.uk, they're a British based company, and they've come up with this fantastic new body protection system. They've designed kits to specifically fit exactly your RC model. There's hundreds and hundreds of different kits available to completely protect most RC manufacturers' makes and models. Now those kits are very simply a sheet of urethane that looks like this. You can't really see much with me showing you like this, but basically I think it's got laser cut panels. If you look at the label there, you can see those are the shapes of all of the panels that are etched into this urethane sheet. You peel them off, and each panel is designed to fit exactly to your RC car body. Now they do look a little bit tricky to fit. I haven't actually tried it yet, but you peel each part off, and then you need to apply it wet to the outside of your body. So you spray it down with a soap solution, you apply this and you squeegee all the water out, dry it down, and once it's applied, it's virtually invisible, and you've got then that amazing hard protection that covers all of your paint and your decals or stickers, and it's that strong that will protect against scrapes, grazes, bumps, scratches, lifting decals, and it's even tough enough to help strengthen the body, so it will help it protect it against rips and tears in the Lexan. And they also fit both polycarbonate and Lexan like this, and ABS hard bodies. The kits are amazingly good value. They're starting from around £7 in the UK. Can't wait to start sticking this on and get to test it out. So in the meantime, if you're interested, check out rcbodyguard.co.uk. It's a really interesting site. You can see all the hundreds of kits they've got on there, and there's some brilliant videos that show how to apply the Bodyguard kits and also showing the products in use. Okay then, staying with RC bodies, the next thing I've been working on in the background in this super sweltering heat, I tell you I'm sweating my knackers off here guys, but I've been working in the background. I've been able to work on the workbench and sit there and slowly cut out the body for this Bulldog SCA 1E crawler kit. If you've been watching the channel, you'll know that I built the chassis. That's been finished a few months ago, but I haven't been able to get around to the bodywork, but in this heat I've managed to get around to it now. And I'll just quickly show you. The thing is a behemoth. Look at it, it's absolutely massive. As you can see, I've cut it out, and this was a real mare to do, I've got to tell you. The Lexan is some of the thickest Lexan I've ever tried to cut, and at the end of it my hand was cramping in the scissors, but I've made a bit of a mess of some of it, I'm afraid, but hopefully it'll be okay when there's some paint on. So you've got a separate bonnet that lifts up, or it detaches anyway, and then you've got the kind of back, the truck part here, the cab is it, whatever, that comes off. As you can see, you can run it like that as a, oh yeah, a pickup, that's it. So you can run it like that, or you can put that on. As I say, I've made a bit of a mess of cutting the front of this, but this is going to take quite a lot more time guys to get done, because there's so many detailed parts that have got to be painted and fixed onto this. There's tons of holes got to be drilled. There's about, I don't know, 12 or so LEDs that have got to go in there. It's going to take a lot of paint and a lot of finishing. I want to do a matte finish on this on the outside, got to get the paint yet. So yeah, that's something else that's been going on in the background. So the next half finished project in my RC backlog that I've got here is a review that I'm supposed to be doing on this Hosim X15. It's supposed to be a 1/10 scale basher, but on closer inspection it is actually, it's close to a 1/10. I would say it's a 9.5 rather than a 10th. But basically looking at it, it's more like a 1/14 basher that's been extended and widened. Now you might think that's a bad thing, but I think it's actually quite clever, because it's the same price point as your 1/14 bashers, so it's down around £100, which is really good, with 2 batteries as well, by the way. And like I say, it's got the speed of those usual 1/14 bashers, but hopefully it's going to have a bit more stability over the rough, being that bit wider and a bit longer. I've tested it already on a speed test, and I've run it a little bit off-road, and it handles really well. I do like it, but I've got to get out and finish the filming with my friend Rob. I haven't been really up to it lately, again, especially with the heat. So when it cools down a bit, hopefully we'll be getting this beauty out, and I can finish finally that review and get it posted on the tube. Okay, so last but not least is this quirky little beast. As you know me, I know it's got really off the wall and different compared to everything that I've just been talking about, but I love anything RC, and this thing is just pure fun with a capital F. I don't know if this was kindly sent by Peter Smith. Thanks again, Peter. He bought one for me and one for my friend Rob, and we're going to get out, and the plan is to do a video of these two things racing around against each other. You might be able to see I've done a little bit of painting, detailing, I've put some decals on, because this is exactly the same as the one Rob's got. And can you imagine racing two vehicles that are exactly the same? You know, blink and you'll be driving the wrong car, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's something else hopefully to look forward to coming up on this channel in the next few weeks. Okay then, so I think that about wraps it up from sweaty Birmingham over here in the UK. Thank you if you've got this far. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next few videos. Bye. And there goes the boy racers. Trouble of living in a built-up area, guys.